So we're going to lie on our back. We might want some support. We might want that blanket over us. We're coming into Shavasana. Palms are facing upwards, and we're just letting the legs fall out to the side. Allowing the eyes to close. And taking a deep breath in through the nose. And exhaling out of the mouth. And as you do so, just letting the body go. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. And once more. So everything about our practice this evening is going to be with care, with kindness, with compassion. Imagine you're taking care of yourself just as you would a child, a pet, a loved one. Being really gentle. As we start to move gently into our practice this evening, maybe just visualizing closing a curtain around the outside world. It's just you, your body, your practice, and your time for self-care. We're going to bring the legs together. We're going to draw in the right knee, maybe hands to knee or shin, as we just squeeze towards the chest, just relaxing the shoulders. We're not going to be here too long, just take in a few breaths. Now the breath is in and out through the nose, unless there's any congestion. As you exhale, you're just peeling the shoulders down to the mat. Letting go of any burdens, any worries, anything you're holding on to. We're going to start to come into reclining tree pose. So we bring our right foot to the inner thigh of the left leg. We may want to prop our right knee with a rolled up blanket or a pillow. We want to make sure we feel really comfortable. Either cactusing the arms, bending at the elbows, back at the hands to the ground, or maybe it feels nice to reach the arms up behind you, and I'll let you decide what version you prefer. I'm really starting to let that right knee feel heavy. Like there's a magnet drawing the knee to the earth, to the ground. hips are facing the ceiling. And we're going to come back to our gentle, long breath. Really allowing the body and the mind to embrace stillness. Maybe this is the first time that you've been still today. We're going to rest for a few more breaths. Letting go of any tension in the toes, fingers, palms of the hands. Feeling that soft release through the shoulders, chest, and that gentle opening into the heart. We're going to take another 2 breaths here. And then very slowly just start to draw the right knee back in, planting the foot on the mat. We're going to bend the left leg as well, so the feet, the knees come together. Crossing the right leg over the left. We're going to shift the glutes slightly to the right, just a fraction. Take your right arm long out to the side of your body. And then maybe use your left hand to guide the knees down to the left. They could be on your blanket, your pillow. And if it feels too strong with the legs crossed, just release the cross and have the knees stacked. Now I find it quite nice to turn my head in the same direction of my knees. But you could have your head neutral or turning to the right. And again, holding, allowing the body to release and soften. further into all the layers of the body. Making any final adjustments so we can be still. Maybe the knees are now sinking a little deeper. We're going to hold just a fraction longer. If we had the head turned, we slowly come back to center. And we bring the knees back in to just uncrossing, realigning the spine, bringing the arms alongside you, just resting for a moment. We're going to let the right leg go long. We're drawing in the left knee towards the chest, hugging the knee, the shin, peeling the shoulders down to the earth. Imagine the shoulders just melting away any tension. We're transitioning into our reclining tree. So the left foot comes to the inner thigh of the right leg. Again, maybe some support for that left knee. We move the arms into our own chosen position. Maybe cactus, maybe lengthening long, maybe reaching out to the side. Maybe allowing this pose to bring you back to that sense of grounding, to if life has become quite busy. Feeling that stability, that connection again with the present moment. Feeling every exhale soften the body, the jaw, the face, the eyes, the forehead, shoulders, the arms. Feeling that exhalation expand into the chest, the tummy, the hips, all the way down the legs to the feet and the toes. And that left knee sink a little deeper to the ground. And taking another 2 breaths. Drawing the left knee in, taking a bend into the right leg as well, maybe lowering the arms for a moment. You bring the knees, the feet together, crossing the left leg over the right, shifting the glutes a fraction to the left. Moving the left arm away from the body, palm facing up. And maybe that right hand is guiding the knees over to the right. Again, that support is there if needed. Maybe turning the head in the same direction, choosing what feels good. Making sure there's no grip with the toes or the fingers. And everything is soft. Feeling that awareness of the breath. The ebb and flow, breathing in, releasing out. head back to center. Bringing the knees back as well. Just take your time. Uncrossing the legs, realigning the spine, bringing the arms alongside you. And just resting for a moment. We're going to roll to one side. We want to grab our bolster. Might need some pillows or blankets as well. We're going to take the legs wide and then draw that bolster close to you. And this is where you might want some extra blankets or pillows because we're going to fold down towards it. So the main thing is that you feel supported and comfortable. We don't want to be holding the body at all. So as you fold down, it might be that you lengthen the arms long. It might be that you cross the hands and you just rest the head on the hands, making that pillow. The legs are wide enough that you feel this into the groin and the inner leg. But it should feel comfortable. And into that soothing forward fold. A place of nurturing, caring, of loving yourself. Moving further and further into the parasympathetic nervous system. Letting go of the stress, letting go of the fight and flight, releasing that excess cortisol, that adrenaline that maybe has been running. Just feeling the body, the mind sinking deeper. We're going to rest here. Maybe turning the head to one side if it feels good on the neck. Maybe letting the arms go, letting the arms feel heavy. turn the head, maybe just turning now to the other side. Few more breaths. Very slowly make our way back up. So to delve into the hips and the lower back, we're going to come into Sleeping Swan, which is also known as Pigeon in Hatha Yoga. But we're going to use our bolster. It should feel quite nice. So if we turn, so we have our bolster widthways across our yoga mat. Getting into it is a little bit more tricky, but once we're there it feels good. Maybe just bring a blanket or a pillow to the top of your mat, so it's there to support you if you need it. And we're going to start with the right leg. So I'm kneeling on both knees. I take my right leg over my bolster, and then I drop my knee down to my mat. I probably need to shift back a little bit actually so you can see better. So just pull that back. So I drop my knee down to my mat. So the whole of my right leg is down on my mat. My left leg is back. So I'm sitting my right glute onto my bolster. And then I'm going to start to come down. So this is where you might want the pillows, the blankets, as you fold down towards that support. Now it should feel good, really feels good into that right glute, into the hip, and that's going into the lower back. If for some reason it doesn't feel okay, you're here and you don't like it, then please come out of it. But do try to adjust first. Do try to take a few breaths. And if it's not for you, you come out. You can move your bolster to the top of your mat. You can come into the regular Sleeping Swan where you don't have that bolster under the leg, but maybe it's just under the chest as you fold down, or maybe no bolster at all. So we're all in different bodies. We choose the version that feels good today. We make any final adjustments. We want to be still as much as possible. This is how we delve into that parasympathetic nervous system. Moving further into rest and digest. So let's hold here now. Breathing into what you may be feeling. Even telling the body it's okay. It's okay to let go. Often we're uncovering stress, trauma. It can be quite deep rooted. There's a lovely saying that if you want to change the fruits, you need to get to the roots. And this is true in many things, in our mental mind, in our body. We often be very good at suppressing, not getting to those roots. I'm going to take a few more breaths. Come out very, very carefully, there's no rush. Release in whatever way we can. And I'm going to come into table. So you could have your bolster just in the middle of your table. Just for a moment, we're going to take a few rounds of cat-cow. So we dip into the belly and we roll the spine back up. Just letting the breath and the movement travel the length of the spine. We're taking a few rounds. Cat-cow. Let's take 2 more rounds of breath. Finishing on that exhalation, pushing the spine to the ceiling. And then coming back to that neutral spine. So we've got our left leg to do. So we're going to step over our bolster. We're going to bring our left knee down to the mat, bearing in mind it might feel different. Could also be propping under that knee if needed. We've got our support in front so we can walk down to it. We're relaxing our right leg, we're relaxing the toes, the ankle joint, and we're folding down to our support, softening our shoulders, our arms. We'll even be turning our head to the side. Making any adjustments so we can then find that stillness. And our body and our breath go on that inner journey. Just taking that trip through the body, seeing if you can soften a little bit more. Allowing the body just to sink deeper. Stay a little longer now. Let's take 2 more breaths. We're going to slowly roll out. Just take your time. So, keeping hold of our bolster, we're going to take our legs long in front of us. So our legs are now together. We're going to have our bolster on top of our legs. Could also be a pillow, blanket. And we're just going to reach our hands towards the top of that bolster. Keep pulling it towards you. You should get that lovely stretch in the upper back. Maybe just starting to draw the chin, tuck the chin in. Maybe now crossing the hands, supporting the head, or grabbing a rolled up blanket or an extra pillow. Maybe just finding the version that works for you. Maybe it means shifting your bolster further away. Bringing the forehead down to it. You want to feel that just very gentle release in the lower back. Once again, softening the arms, the shoulders. Staying for a little longer. Making a gentle roll back up. Just separating the legs, bringing the bolster onto the mat. We're going to make butterfly feet. So there are two options really with this pose. We can either just bring our feet to the outer edge of our bolster and then fold down that way. Or we can bring our feet on top of our bolster, hold the toes and fold down. So maybe just see what feels better today. On top is a little stronger. Again, you could always have your blanket or your extra pillow on top of the feet or on top of your bolster so you have that support when you fold down. Very deep into the hips, the glutes, and the lower back. And as you hold these poses, you are repairing your body, hydrating tissues, slowing the nervous system, releasing those feel-good hormones. resting, recovering, and pausing. I'm going to stay a little longer now. Few more breaths. And then going to make our way out. I'm going to push the bolster to one side and we're going to grab our yoga block, or it could be a rolled up blanket. We can use the bolster, but it can often feel a little bit strong, so that's why I'm choosing the block today. We're going to come back onto our back, having a bend into the knees, and then just sliding the block flat under the lower back. So widthways, slide it under the lower back, top of the glutes. It needs to be quite low, so you might need to shift it a little lower if it feels like it's uncomfortable. Once it's in place, we're going to let the legs go long and we're going to let the arms reach long. They could also be in that cactus position. So please make sure your block feels okay. You can always do this with a blanket or with nothing under the lower back. I'd like you to come back to the sensation of your breath. Inhaling through the nose. And as you exhale, just feel the lower back spreading onto your block. Keeping with this breath of inhaling and exhaling, spreading onto the block or sinking deeper. Aware of that Kundalini energy at the very base of the spine. The energy of the sun, the moon, Inga, Pingala. Feeling that energy releasing and flowing. Energy keeping the spinal column healthy, fluid and supple. Very slowly start to lower your arms back down. Take a bend into the legs, maybe bringing your hands to your block, and draw the knees towards the chest, like the knees are really heavy and coming in towards the chest. Maybe taking very gentle movement, just a little side to side. Tiny, tiny movements. Dropping the feet back down to the mat. Once there, push the hips high, hold, slide your block away, arms alongside you. And then as you exhale, start to place the spine back down. Moving any blocks or props away. Take a cactus back into your arms and just let the knees fall over to the right. Softening the toes, the heels. Option to turn the head to the right as well. Keep the gaze neutral. Roll the knees, the head back to center. Take an inhale. And that exhale, the knees drop to the left. Maybe the head turns as well. Another breath here. Very slowly rolling back to centre. So if you have 2 blocks, just an option is you can have your blocks on your mat this way up, and you can bring your bolster on top of your blocks. So you kind of make like a bridge. Don't worry if you don't have 2 blocks, but I'm just going to show you if you do, this feels quite nice. You lie down and you have your legs over your bridge. You could have the back of the calves, you could have the heels, arms are resting out to the side. So this is one option. If you don't have your bricks or your blocks, you just bring your bolster under your knees, or your pillows, your blankets under the knees on your mat. Make sure you're warm, so you might want to cover yourself with a blanket. You might want to cover the eyes or bring something under the head. We adjust everything, so there's no movement. The body feels warm, the body feels comfortable. It feels so comfortable that it really doesn't want to move. And once again, the eyes just very gently close. Maybe being aware of your natural breath. There's no control. The breath is just flowing in, flowing out. We're going to finish with a gentle chakra meditation. And chakra centers run all along the spine. These energy centers are connected to various elements, colours, mantras. In this meditation, we're just going to very gently purify and activate and unblock these chakra points. Bring your awareness now to the very base of the spine. Connecting to the root, also known as the Muladhara chakra. And just visualizing the colour red, connection to the element of earth. Maybe even using the affirmation, I am grounded and steady. Feeling the Muladhara chakra spinning in a balanced and steady way. Moving up to the sacral area, just below the belly button. Be visualizing colour orange. Connection to the element of water. The affirmation here is I am creative and fluid. Feeling the sacral chakra spinning in a balanced and steady way. Bring your attention now to the upper abdomen, solar plexus, also known as the Manipura chakra. Visualizing colour yellow, the connection to the element of fire. Being aware of the affirmation, I am strong and powerful. Feeling the chakra spinning in a balanced and steady way. Moving to the Anahata chakra, the heart, visualizing colour green, feeling connection to the element of air. The affirmation is I love myself. Feeling the chakra spinning in a balanced and steady way. Now moving your attention to the center of the throat. Be aware of the color blue. Once again, feeling connection to the element of air. Beautiful affirmation is, may my words and speech uplift and inspire. Feeling the throat chakra spinning in a balanced and steady way. Shifting your awareness now to the center of the forehead. connecting to the third eye, Ajna chakra. Visualize the colour purple, feeling connection to the element of space. Maybe repeating the affirmation, I am guided by wisdom and intuition. Feeling the chakra spinning in a balanced and steady way. And lastly, bringing your awareness to the crown of your head. Visualizing a white light emanating from the top of the head. Feel yourself transcending all elements. Connecting with the affirmation, I am connected to my higher power. Feeling all 7 chakras spinning